We're doing it.
Are we gonna play Jenga?
I think we should try to play Jenga. I don't know how we can talk and play Jenga, but like I've been trying different
little things.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I was like, ChatGPT was like, you guys should play Uno or something. I'm like, Rebecca and I playing a game sounds so fun. But I don't know if we could talk and think. So right now it's just a prop.
Yeah.
That maybe like every once in a while someone can go.
I'm eyeing a couple.
Okay, you can go first.
No, we can leave it.
No, I'm gonna.
It's not that stable.
I know it's not that stable, which is gonna add to the element. I can't believe you would have got.
I was just gonna come with. I hate showing up empty.
I know that's your. Is that also a Jewish custom, by the way?
I don't think
it's
so.
Just a nice person.
I think that's because I don't know. I went when I went to high school. Everybody was always so like people always brought, like if you had a play date, people brought.
See,
which was not people were formal.
See, I really want to talk about that because and
nice.
I think that's how my parents brought me up too. But I also am trying to, which I want to talk about. I know we talk about it all the time. I'm also thinking about what can we stop doing? Like what kind of like customary things that can we strip down a little bit in this next phase of the video game of life? Like what is just too much? And first of all, I'm grateful to you to being on this beginning journey. So you, like, I want to thank you. So if you brought me flowers, I just would have been like, anyway, thank you. You are.
But it's not, I think that's something that can be carried, can stay. I think it's not, I don't know. It's like you're opening your home,
Yeah.
It's not, you're hosting. I don't know.
What would you then, is there anything that you were like, let's kill this or reimagine? Ooh. And then it's your go on Jenga.
No, it's my turn. I don't know. Didn't get this prep question ahead of time.
You can noodle on it over time.
Keeping that in mind is a good practice.
Yeah, it is. For me, it's another one is like the nails.
I've left. Well, if that's a thing, I've left nails
for a while now, right? Or
I just don't. I don't like to sit and do it.
Exactly. I agree.
And I think if that's going to be something that someone's like, oh, she didn't have her nails done, then I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, we're not. Then we're not. Yeah. This is not a thing. I know. Okay, so I also what I thought was really beautiful about us having a little chat is our friendship and our relationship. Yeah. And even I feel like we have different ways of thinking about relationships and adult life. So first of all, we met in college, early kind of in college, I think. I also was buds with your husband pretty early. So we've been friends for 20 years. 25 years.
We've known each other for over 20, for a long time.
It's ridiculous. But now we're in this mom 40s, oh my God, life too. But it's actually, I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah.
Because we're neighbors. We go on family vacations.
Which are famous.
We walk and talk about all the things. And it's just really natural. And I'm grateful for it.
Yeah.
So.
And I think we've had an evolution.
We have had an evolution.
We weren't
close. Yes.
Super close
100%.
in college. And I think family and shared values and all these things and certainly proximity also, but that's not the biggest piece.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Has brought us all closer.
You're totally right. Wait a second, because we didn't really talk or stay in. Actually, I don't remember if we stayed in touch or not, but I remember there was one New York happy hour after work where I was like, "Hey, Rebecca, are you around for a meal or something?" Do you remember that? There was what kind of got us back into even hanging out? I don't remember.
Yeah, I feel like when I was starting entrepreneur, I feel like you and Yosef also stayed in touch better too.
I know.
And then like once people were, it's like things to do with couples.
Yes,
Like let's
yes.
all do a thing. Yeah.
Yes. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Can we talk about that too for a second? There's so much we can talk about. Because one, you know what? Like I used to feel self-conscious because JM and I do like a lot of things together. Like we like do kid stuff together, do this together, and do this together. And I feel like you two are also kind of like together.
Yeah.
Which actually is really makes a nice foursome.
Yeah.
Would say.
I like to say Yosef and I we suffer our children together. Like I feel like some partners will like, you're like, oh, I got this. Like, so you get your whatever. I feel like we're always just like,
no. 100%.
Here we go.
Absolutely. Oh, I got one.
Which is kind of like my parents are always together. Like if I call,
actually, that's true. Mine too.
The other one is like, hi. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like just off camera.
100%. Like here, what car is at?
Right,
yeah, 100%.
So maybe that's.
I know. I actually never thought about that. That is what my parents do too.
Yeah.
But I also want to break away from that.
I know. Like, is that a thing to? Right, like have your own life a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, and it's not like I like when I like him to go do his own stuff, but then I'm always like, what are you doing?
Yeah. Can you come back? Like how? Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And same for me.
He has more friends than I do, but.
Oh, really? See, I was gonna also say like you're so much better at making connections and nurturing connections than I. Like you've actually inspired me. Like even school friends or mom friends or like you hold commitments better than I do, and you just have like a sense of like community networking. Like there's something nice about nurturing this thing that I happen to find myself in.
Yeah. I think it's work. Like you have to be really intentional about it. Like and I feel like more selective it's like you don't have time, it's like you got to figure out which relationships are the ones that you want to keep. And it's like a constant.
It is a constant
like you can always be reevaluating that. It's a living, breathing thing. But I try, yeah. I mean,
are you a social? Like, do you buy into the introvert extrovert like boxes? And what are you?
I don't know what my like what is it? It's like 4-letter like Myers-Briggs.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I definitely my energy comes from being alone.
Yeah.
And I find
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, I don't like I think when I used to do like for like venture stuff and entrepreneur, like when I used to just go do a bunch of networking, I always had to like make it into like a game for myself.
Oh my God, you always have these little mental games. Tell me what you mean.
Like you can't leave until you've met this many new people, and always like my little like tricks for like inserting myself and into little circles, or like just trying, I don't know, like always kind of psyching yourself up, because
100%.
I mean, nobody likes it. Like, I don't know, if you like to go do that stuff, then like what's wrong with you? But
yeah,
like,
100%.
But you gotta do it.
It's part, yeah.
It's like going to the gym. It's like you always 100%. Are happy you went.
Yeah. And you know what's kind of embarrassing? Like I just feel like at 40 or like close to 40, I'm just now starting to realize like you do have to psych yourself up to do things you don't want to do. Like I'm basically someone who only wants to do things that I want to do, which I think there are some people who can live like that, but also like some of it's a muscle. And I was talking about like with people, and in my like anxiety moments, I think about like our children and AI and how like it's getting so much harder to like do a hard thing or have a hard conversation. I'm like calling it this frictionless world. And I know like I canceled plans with you last weekend or whatever, just because we were all feeling kind of bad and we were all fighting. And I'm just like, okay, forget it. Like let's just shut this down.
Yeah.
But sometimes it is like, that's what life is.
Yeah. Like showing up when you don't want to. Yeah. Which, by the way, though, it's always fine to not show up.
I appreciate that. Like
I never.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's always. I get it. Someone once said to me, I don't remember, it was like when I was a new first time mom and something was going crazy and I don't know if I was late or had to do a last minute cancel or something, and they were like, I overstand. And
What does that
instead of
mean?
saying like I understand, it was like I overstand. Like I get it more than you know. I get
cool.
it, and like no worries here, and
Thank
I appreciate
you.
it. So I have.
Maybe
taken
that's
that
also
in.
really
I like
nice
that.
too, because there's never like, we don't put a lot of pressure. There's not a lot of pressure.
Oh, I am supposed to put it back
Yeah, you're
on
supposed to put it on top.
I totally forgot.
Oh, damn. Am I going to lose? You're more competitive than me, too.
It's collaborative. It's
I feel like
it's not
are you
a.
allowed to touch? No.
Oh, once you touch it,
Yeah,
you
you
got
have to do it.
We can play.
That's too
We can
much.
keep it loose.
Let's
These are
have grace.
house rules.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like everybody is trying to like overcorrect for like whatever their perception of like where their parents failed them, right?
Absolutely.
So then you fuck up your kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we swearing on this?
We are
podcast?
swearing on this.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Let's fucking
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
But then, right, like, so it's like, okay, so what am I? And I feel like my parents were always like, yeah, if you don't want to, oh, like we signed you up for this like full semester of ballet, you want to do it, it's fine. And I'm like, you let me just like, oh, you're not feeling great, like, yeah, you don't have to go to school, you know, like, and so I'm like Barbara had like no absent days. I like fever.
Yeah.
Don't tell
Bitch,
anybody.
you're gonna, yeah, exactly. You better show up. Wait a minute. I wouldn't have expected that of your parents because you are so like. But what do you think that did to you in childhood? Like, because it didn't fuck up
made
your
me
work
soft.
ethic. Yeah, exactly. You're not soft.
Super soft. No, I
That's so interesting.
I feel like I had to like do it for myself.
Okay.
Like at a point, I
Got
had
it.
to like shake my own shoulders. Maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, that's interesting. I haven't thought about. Again, back with like just how the way I'm wired, the overdoing is just not in my DNA. But I don't know what my parents. I was the third kid, and
right.
you know, so there wasn't a whole lot of like Kara programming, Kara.
We're like,
Yeah,
just be glad we didn't forget you.
Exactly, 100%. So maybe that did dictate like my laissez-faire parenting style, probably.
But like I feel like you also have to be so self-starting, like just to get in gear, right?
100%.
When you're the third, like, so
Yeah.
that's also your like you make things happen.
I do.
because You had to.
I
yeah.
do that.
You do. You do.
So my vision for the world is one where we believe that we're more alike than we are different. And it doesn't mean that we all have to love each other and everybody has to get along. But I think we're losing the plot on like retreating into ourselves, retreating into our tribes, retreating into all this stuff. So like, you know, my vision for the world is like we're breaking those barriers a little bit. And one way that I'm like exploring that is a little bit of like customs and religion or spirituality or that kind of stuff. And so I'm just thinking like, I don't even know really what I want to ask you, but like how has Judaism, like the customs and the practices, been part of your upbringing, and like is it part of the way you're raising kids, and just anything? I don't care specifically about much, but I'm curious if that does anything for you.
Yeah. And I've been thinking about this so much because I was just at the funeral for my 99-year-old grandmother on my.
She was 99. Wow.
She was 99, which is like Southern Black Methodist. I think they're Christian faith, deep seated faith. And I brought Barbara to just go have the experience. You know, like I've gone to church down there growing up, like as a kid, a handful of times. It's so like, it's culturally fat. Like it's so different than, it's very different than going to temple. And it's also, you know, so much family that we just don't see a lot.
Yes.
And it's, you know, I think like and so I'm like, now I'm like spinning in all of this,
Fascinating.
like thinking about like, you know, my mother growing up in that environment and community, but then, you know, dropping our kids off at Hebrew school, right?
Wow.
And really, you know, never. I think it's like the older I get, I think that as a young, I would have never said that like I was a religious person, but I do really enjoy all of the customs and practice, and I find people who are really faith-based like really fascinating. And I'm like, sometimes I'm like, maybe I am more than I thought. Like maybe it's not just cultural, you know, like I think a lot of people think like, oh, like I'm culturally Jew, right? Like that's a big thing people say, like, right? Because like you grow up and there's holidays, you know, there's food, right? There is such a cultural piece of it, and you know, a lot of people who have a similar background just in the way that their families came to the United States, right? There's a lot of like shared just commonality and shared experience there that creates a kind of understanding between folks, because people are literally coming from the same place, right? Like Eastern Europe. Right. Not all, there's a big diaspora in Judaism, so not everybody, but you know, in New York,
though?
There's Middle Eastern, there's Eastern European, there's North Africa, there's
North African? Where? Okay.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I'm learning so much about all of this. I find it super fascinating too. And I find it super fascinating that like, I don't know. It's like a basis of so much love and beauty and so much hate and violence. Right. Like it's just like what's happening here?
Net negative. On
right? Yeah. I relate to a lot of that. Like I grew up in a Presbyterian Christian family, which Presbyterians are known for like, I think not very, I don't think strict is the word, but it's not like Catholicism or anything with a whole lot of practice around it.
Yeah.
And I think I liked having that hour on Sunday to hear some music, to like be around these different kinds of people of different ages.
Yeah.
And I like was in the choir and did dance. So there was something that I didn't hate about that. But I also, if I'm honest, from a very beginning was like, you're teaching me what?
Right.
Like, and we're believing this. Like I had that skepticism early, but to your point, like I kind of like, you know what, I wouldn't mind bringing my kids to this church down the street. Like I think we're missing a little bit of something that I like from there that I haven't really unpacked much.
Yeah. I think like going to church or going to temple, regardless of like what's even being said or, you know, any like putting even all of that aside, I think that there's something really like meditative and like just for even down to the fact that like if a bunch of people are all singing together or reciting a verse together, their breath is on the same, like you are breathing together. And I think that there's something like you can get that going to yoga, right? Like you can get that other places. But I think that a bunch of people like you could get that being in musical theater. Like, but I think like a bunch of people like being on the same breath work and like putting all of that together at the same time, like is like healing.
I never thought about that.
Restorative in a way that like strip away any of the rest of it. I think that that's like I don't know. There's like a grounding in
absolutely
that. And to your point on one other,
please,
my gyno who I have deep respect for.
She helped me through a lot of things.
Through a lot of she grew up, and I have like all black lady doctors. She grew up Catholic, and we were talking, one of my visits.
God, you can talk while you're anyway.
But she was talking about how like she went, I don't know if she brought her kids to a funeral or like something, you know, she has young adult children and she grew up Catholic and they're going through all the, you know, mass, like a full mass, and her kids were like, how do you know what to do? And she was like, I did this my whole fucking life. Like, what are you talking about? And I realized that I was like, oh, you know, like there's like a privilege in going into like a place of worship and like knowing what the fuck to do.
Oh, you're so right.
And and being comfortable going in, right? And I was like, oh, it would, you know, even if my kids like don't want to do that in life or whatever, I think like giving them the base of like, here's what you do when you show up is, I was like, oh, that's interesting.
That is interesting.
Like, take it or leave it, but like, here's what you do.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like, here's
my
what
gosh.
you say. Here's how it goes. Like,
My brain is going to how that can apply to so much shit right now. I love that. Because, like, I'll go to church with my husband in Little Rock, Arkansas, and they, like, don't need, like, a hymn. Like, they just know all the songs.
right. And
I'm
he's
like,
at home there.
Yeah, 100%. But then I think about, like, there is a lot of spaces where people know what to do and have the language.
And use that to make others
Yes,
feel
I think about like
excluded.
finance,
Yeah.
which I know you started your career and you're in it now, but like I can and could get intimidated. Obviously, I run a big business right now, but I'm still kind of like, wait, what was that acronym? Or like what? And I'm like,
Yeah.
no, you're trying to fuck me up. Like you're trying to confuse me.
Yeah.
Because like I get the nuts and bolts of what you're trying to say, but you're putting in all this gobbledygook.
Yeah. No, and people are using like 10 different terms to like refer to the same thing.
The same
and
freaking
it's just
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting analogy, right? And it is, yeah. But if you then know the drill, you can also use that to make it more inclusive.
You're right.
And invite other folks in. But yeah, no, I think that's, yeah.
I never really thought, yeah.
Yeah.
We could apply that to 100 million different things.
Yeah.
So fascinating.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. Great. Well, Friday morning game podcast has been a success. I love this. I mean, we could talk about all kinds of things.
Yeah.
You should totally come back.
Only scratched the surface.
Yeah. But this is the vibe. And again, like I'm really appreciative to anybody who's supporting me doing this weird, hard thing. You've done a lot of hard, weird things, but it's kind of uncomfortable to put yourself out there and do something that you haven't done yet. But I'm like loving every minute, and I'm very appreciative that you were here.
I'm excited for you.
Thank you, Rebecca.
This is awesome.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming.